in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Commodores will kick it away to start us off. From midway in the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Texas A&M's offense will go on the attack first. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put it...
Turning it on! They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
A&M comes back out with another first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Trying to power it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, that I can throw them the football. And
to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive in the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will go to work for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
How about the taking the shot off the RPO? A lot of times you see RPO routes and you throw it real quick, whether it's a bubble or a glance, but they're like, nah, I'm going to fake the run right here, take a deep shot. The offense being very aggressive.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Makes the catch. It's Hart. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
That's caught. It's Woodside. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up for it.
Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Looking for room. It's Silver. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Fires to the big fella. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
As a head coach, you'd love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Finds a man on the left. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Makes the catch. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw again. Looking for the goal line. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that, but the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Nebraska is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Tom Osborne, this has not been a blowout today in Lincoln. They're up by 11 over Michigan State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Commodores can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable,
A shot toward the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Doors.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. There he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
And the Aggies will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggie! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, but they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Commodores are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hart. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he'll pull it in inside the 20.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal. They want to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Hart. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. As they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. He gets down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the three. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic three. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Maybe a adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Breaks into the open. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. With the catch, it's Lindsey.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Got his man to the left. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. It's complete. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I think that pass play was simply basically designed to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, and if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by a field goal over Army. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Vanderbilt has... and heading out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Moves away as he feels pressure. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Now on second down. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
And the Commodores line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's Lindsay. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that one-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Texas A&M.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Fires to the tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Working the middle, it's complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line. Second down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Trying play action. On the run, fires downfield. Ball is loose. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And the Commodores look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw it.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna sling it on second down. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there because the QB got it to his guy early. He was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yard.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
He's tackled.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
On the run, it's Pryor. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Fires to the right. It's caught. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over Michigan State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Great place to start for this offense. He wants to change this route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on target this time. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He's got it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on first and goal. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to pull his way in. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The defense trying to make a stand on third and goal. Looking to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on fourth and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Fit it in the window for the score. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Finds his tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Commodores will hustle to the line. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
Soft spot in the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
for the
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And that's a first down for the offense. Timeout, Texas A&M.
The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. He makes a catch. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And the extra point is good.
Texas A&M 42.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Pulls it in. It's Lindsey. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen.
Turning it on! They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football.
Touchdown, Aggie! Quick strike through the air for the score. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Back to pass on second down. He wants a big play here late. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Takes a hit as he fires. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Doors.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he made the extra point without problem. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Caught close to the marker, it's Lindsey. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And it's picked off at the goal line.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize, they get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step.
He lobs one high down the left side. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator